Understand this. You are already a profitable day trader. Do you have all the millions of dollars to show for it? No, probably not. But do we need to be a profitable day trader? No, absolutely not. Because you have proven to yourself that you have a strategy that over time makes money in the markets. You've also proven yourself that you can backtest. Well, not that you can backtest, that you can execute that strategy through demo, which is the backtesting, and through the live markets at the same time. Perfect. That makes you a profitable day trader. We've then spent the last few videos talking over mindset and psychology within trading. So you know the proper mindset that you need every single day that you come into these markets. You know the strategy that you can use that has been proven to make money over time. Every single day, does it make money? No. Does it have to? No, because our risk management at the same time should be linked with our strategy, and that's how we make money over time. This is a long-term game. You are a profitable trader right now, so do it. Focus, execute properly. The reason that you're still making mistakes is they're silly mistakes. You're still reacting to emotions, right? Cut that out. Enough of that. You're still slightly going against your strategy. There's, oh, it didn't quite break of structure by 0.5 pips. It only did 0.3 pips, but I counted it because I really think that it's going to go longer here. It comes back, gave me a setup. I entered off that. Did it give the move to the upside? No. After my entry, it dumped down, took me out. Why? Because it wasn't a valid setup. That's a silly mistake. That's a loss on you, not a loss given from the markets. The only losses we should be taking are from the markets. Remember, I spoke about this, right? That's the only losses we should ever be taking. So cut out the silly mistakes. You know what the silly mistakes are because you should be journaling. You should be journaling every single trade, every single decision, every single week, your days, the emotions you feel, because as I said, you still feel emotions, you just can't react to them. Journal it, figure out where you're going wrong, and then just stop. Like you can find so many videos where people talk about the silly mistakes, like stuff like that, and it's just what you have to cut out. So why do you continue to do it? I don't know why. I feel like every trader has to do it. So you're probably still going to do it for a little bit. But once you eventually do realize, okay, I'm just going to stop doing that, cut it out, you're profitable. Why? Because you have been for ages. You've known the strategy, you've known the mindset, you've known how to execute. You're profitable like you have been. As soon as you learn all that, you are profitable. Now, look, one of the main things that will be holding you back still is the fact that if you take a loss on a certain day, you can go online and you can see someone took a win. Oh my God, it messes with you, right? Stop listening to other people and how they trade because there is so many different ways on how we can trade. There's so many different strategies. I'm actually going to bring it up. I just Googled, right? List of Forex trading strategies. Like, look at that. We got range trading, trend trading, scalping, day trading, position trading, swing, breakout, retracement, moving average, price action, grid. Remember, do I know what majority of these things do? No. But do I need to in order to make money off the markets? Again, no, I do not. Trading breakouts, trading Fibonacci's, do they work? Obviously, people have proven that they can trade those and be profitable with them. Does that mean that I need to then implement Fibonacci's along with range trading, along with the trend, along with price action in order to use my smart money concepts that we've been teaching through this thing just to make a profit? No, because the Fibonacci is going to tell you, oh, you should wait. But the SMC is going to tell you, oh, it's good to go. But the swing trading is going to tell you, it's just doing something else. If you're learning too much, you're going to get frozen and confused and just not know which one you should be following. Look, none of us can win every single day. It would be beautiful if we could, obviously, but then the market wouldn't be the way that it is because someone would have a strategy that worked 100% of the time. Everyone would want to trade it. And then when everyone's trading it, it doesn't work because every single person is trying to go long at the same time and no one's selling. That's the way the market works. That's why the market is what it is. You have people going long and people going short. The majority will be going one way or the other. And that's the way that the market moves, right? So we don't need to know all of this. Fundamental analysis, the MACD, the mean reversion. I've never even heard of that one. This is irrelevant if we know that we have proven to ourselves that we can trade, which is what we have done throughout this entire thing. And hopefully what you have been doing throughout this month. I actually can't remember how long this has been going for. But yeah, look, Every single person has an opinion on the market. I've been doing live streams, right? All those videos before I even started going live, but I've been live streaming now on TikTok. Look, I won't lie, it's been a rough past couple of weeks. I've been on a bit of a losing streak, which happens. It's normal. People come into my live streams and keep telling me, "Oh, you should look at this. You should do this. It did that because it is. It did this." Blah, blah, blah. Dude, I've proven to myself. We all want one of these, right? I don't know if that'll stay in the shot or not. Maybe if I hold it here. But we all want one of these. Oh, you can see me in it, right? So I've proven to myself that I can get one of them, and you guys can as well. And we're gonna talk through funded accounts in the next video. But you guys have proven that eventually you will get to that point of getting that, and I've proven it to myself. So I understand that. Look, I'm not gonna win every day. That's 100% okay with me because I know that in the long run, come the end of the month, I'll make 10 times what I would have if I was just working my normal job, right? If I stick to my strategy, if I stick to my plan, if I trade the way I know I can, and you don't make the silly mistakes and you just stick to it. But everyone comes in, I take a loss and I sit there in front of a decent amount of people, to be honest. Just hit 100 the other day, and I have to take a loss and I have to then accept that everyone, well, not everyone, but some people are going to come in there and say, "Oh, I went long, you were short, that's crazy." Bro, 100%. I was short because of my reasons, and I'll break it down. And this is a trade that I would execute again. Because why? During that strategy, executing that system in the long run makes money. Yeah? So expand your horizons a bit as well. I'll talk more about this in the next video, I feel, but that's what you got to do at the same time. Expand your horizons. Don't get stuck day to day. Day to day doesn't tell you anything, okay? Day to day does nothing. You're going to take a win, you're going to take a loss. That doesn't matter. Even week to week, the weeks are a bit more, identifiable. You can have really good weeks, you can have some bad weeks, you can have slow weeks. But month to month is really where you want to be looking, right? Because in the entire month, you get 4 weeks. And in the 4 weeks, you get, what's that, like 20 days. Are we trading every single 20 days of the month? No, we're not. So just look further back. You take a loss here, you take another loss, then you take a win, then a loss, 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 win, win, loss, win, 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 loss, win, win, loss. Does it come out profitable? I don't know, but I was just saying random shit there, to be honest. But that's how you got to look at it. All right, but look, I want to keep this video sort of a bit shorter. But one last thing that I'm gonna say is that we all experience losing streaks. Okay, every single person experiences a losing streak. There's a guy I follow on TikTok who earlier this year, through I think January and February, he was down a decent amount, right? A scary amount to any normal person. But what did he do? Did he start questioning himself? Did he start going, "Oh, I need to learn something else because this isn't working," blah blah blah? No, he stayed calm, he stayed patient, he accepted that obviously we're gonna have losing streaks. He was in a losing streak, he was in drawdown. What did he do the next month? Next month started, he traded the way he knew how, he executed the way that he knew that he could, and has proven to himself that he can do, and he stayed patient, and the next month he came in and he executed, and what did he do? He made a profit, right? We all experience losing streaks. Now, this guy has been trading for years, and he's posted it for years, the way he trades and stuff like that, and he still experiences losing streaks. Now, does that mean that everyone is experiencing a losing streak? No, because some strategies work better at different times. It just depends on the market. There's a whole bunch of different conditions and stuff like that. But through those periods, he was in heavy drawdown. He was having a horrible time. What was I doing? I was trading the way I was trading, and I was loving it. I was on win streaks. I was getting profitable. I was, blah, blah, blah. It was positive months for me during that time. But for him, it wasn't. Does that mean that I'm a better trader than him? Well, no. I mean, he's obviously made more money than me trading because he's already living the life that he wants properly. But that doesn't mean that I'm a worse trader than him either. If he's taking a winning streak and I'm taking a losing streak, because that's the way the market is designed. People need to win, people need to lose. But understand that your strategy has shown that over time you will come out on top. You kind of got to think of it as like being the house of a casino, right? In I don't even know how to break it down, but in like blackjack or something, over time the house is going to win unless they're like pro players and they count cards. Okay, maybe not blackjack is a good thing, but even just like a slot machine. A slot machine over time is going to make money. Yeah, it'll pay people out like $1,000 every now and then, or whatever the green jackpot is, but over time, they're making way more than that. They're making way more than that. And that's how you got to think, because the odds are in your favor with a profitable edge in your strategy. And now it's just up to you to execute it. You are a profitable trader. That is what I want to say, because we are now in the Black Rose trading tier. There's not too many videos that I really have an idea of putting out in terms of this course still. Next up, we'll do funded accounts. But yeah, if you've made it this far, and if you followed everything, and if you understand everything, you've written down stuff, you've taken notes, you've learnt stuff, which is the most important, and you've proven it to yourself, which is also the most important, then understand that you are a profitable trader. It's just up to you to trade that way. You know how to do it. Just do it every single day. Some days you come into the market, you do, oh, I'm not feeling too hot. I might trade a bit dodgy today. No, none of that. You're in here, you're switched on, you're locked in, and you execute at an optimal level every single time. Even if you have to turn off absolutely everything around you, like no music, sit there in front of your charts, all you see is the charts, all you have is your phone. Make the room dark for all I care. I don't like whatever works for you to lock in and fully focus, then execute, set your take profit, set your stop loss. Done. That's your day done. Turn everything off, go out to dinner, go enjoy the rest of your day, hit the gym, do something else. But your job as a trader is not even that long of a day. For me, look, the market starts at 5 o'clock in the afternoon for me. I get trades within like the first 20, 30 minutes. That's 20, 30 minutes worth of work where I have to just be fully locked in to the charts. It's a bit harder now that I'm doing live streams, but I make sure that when there is a setup occurring, I'm locked in. But when you are locked in, you have to be. And then it's literally 20 to 30 minutes out of your day. Depending on your strategy, could be a bit longer, could be a bit shorter even. I get sometimes where I'm entered on the London session open, and then it's like, oh, well, I'm already done. I can go do whatever. That is your job as a trader. Once you've entered, you've got to trust your analysis and everything like that. Because from there, you have no control over what the market's going to do. Even before then, we have no control over what it's going to do. But there's always going to be something that's telling you the market wants to do something else, okay? Or someone even. You can see a fair value gap below you. You're like, oh, it might reject price. But then you can look above. There's a fair value gap above. It's like, oh, well, that could reject price as well. So there's so much noise in the markets once you've entered. I'd say you just get out, to be honest. Not get out of the trade, but turn your screens off. Shut your MetaTrader, whatever it is you're executing on. Make sure your stop loss is set. Most important, make sure your take profit is there. If you want to set an alert of your take profit to make sure it actually closes, 100% do that. I do that. I do that because one time I had take profit set. I went to bed, woke up, looked at the charts. It went, wicked it. I was like, oh, beautiful. Took a win. Open up my MetaTrader. Was it a win? No, because it didn't close it because it was the volume picked up and the spread got bigger, something like that. So I needed this top line to actually hit it. The bottom line hit it. The top line didn't execute. Whatever the back end technicals was, but end of the day, set a take profit, set a alert at your take profit. Then you go, oh, buzz. Sometimes it wakes you up. I've been woken up in the middle of the night before to close some profits. It's all part of it, part of the grind. We love it. But yeah, and then close it manually if you have to, or if you're scared that, it might not trigger it properly. Do whatever. Do whatever. You know why? Because you're a profitable trader and you know that you can do this. All that's left now is to be patient with it. Be patient. This stuff's going to come. It's not going anywhere. The charts aren't going anywhere. Look, we've been moving sideways for these past few days. They're not going anywhere. All right. That, I think, is the end of this video. But yeah, we'll go over funded accounts in the next video. And then I'm not too sure what I'll come up with for after that. If I do even come up with stuff after that. We're already profitable traders. Is there really that much to be learning? I don't think so, but maybe I'll come up with something. Maybe there's like some tips in that I want to. So yeah, ignore everybody else. You're a profitable trader. Trade the way you know how. Act like it, and you'll get the results.